Still testing, 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 testing. Loud enough. It remain muted when I switched. BRB should be no audio. What is that? Low. 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 Right. I'm about to play my favorite game of all time. Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. Today we're gonna do the first run, which is a trophy run. Trophy run being every trophy except the Foxhound trophy, which is the speed run, full stealth, pacifist. Full stun, pacifist, under 5 hours, 25 saves, no continues, no kills. 25 saves, no special items. No life meds. Eat less than 10 times, I think. That's the Foxhound. We're gonna do everything except that. So today is very easy. First playthrough, 1VE.00 trophy run. No kill, no alert. All the pages from the screenplay book. All the healing radio frequencies, all the keratin frogs, all the animals, all the plants, so all the food. All the POVs, all the face camos, including what you unlock at the end. That's why you get it. You get the trophy at the end, and you get all the camos, including the tuxedo, which you get at the end. So this is gonna be a fun run. Hoping to do it under 12 hours if I can. If not, I'm gonna have to cut that first 20 minutes earlier. And yeah, let's see if we can do it. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. 1964 Virtuous Mission Operation Snake Eater. 03. The story that tells the beginning of the epic saga. It covers the events of both Virtuous Mission and Operation Snake Eater, detailing how the man codenamed Naked Snake earned the title of Big Boss. In addition, too long caption. In addition to hiding the shadows, players can use uniforms and face paint as camouflage to blend in with their surroundings. Oh man. With their surroundings. First thing we're going to do is earn the first trophy, which is the screenplay book. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater screenplay book. Earn that first trophy by reading this whole thing. Opening prior to meeting Sokolov. That was Snake with the boob. Spoilers for everything. Hopefully I didn't get this trophy yet. I hope not. I wonder if you could pause it clean enough to actually read all this. I'm just taking it out of the VOD. It's really hot today. What a script. Page 800. There it is. Cover to cover, solid 3. Book Eater. That was easy, yes. I should get a keyboard actually. 1 second. I'm gonna be typing like that. Can this trackpad scroll? The heck? All right. This thing also has the master book. And we're gonna look at that with spoilers. Don't look, don't look. Anyone who hasn't seen this, don't look. And this is just for completion's sake. It has all the maps for all the frogs. Amazing. And North American, European, Japanese. Save data is shared across both North American and European. It is not compatible with Japanese version. Plain Japanese version is not compatible. English, French, Spanish. Online manual, start game. Here we go. Blue Point Games. Oh, look at this. If you press, anyone who's played has already seen this, but to those who are new, we gotta show how beautiful. This is why the Snake Eater, what do you call that? Delta Snake Eater remake, I don't think it will, it's still not the definitive version for me, even though it has the snake versus monkey. Nothing beats the original, because the original has this main menu and the new one just has this super HD Unreal Engine 5 flying through the forest type thing. That's been done by Resident Evil 4 already. Unless they unless you're able to unlock this after you beat the game once, then no, it's still that, it still doesn't beat this game. So R1 makes the animation go faster. R2, whoa! RyuLink60 is one of us. Thank you for watching. R2 slows it down. Triangle swaps the black with the color, with the negative space. Hello Ryu. Negative space and the black and the color swaps. What's square do? Square doesn't do anything. Does right analog stick do anything? Does the right analog stick change the color? Oh shit! I did not notice that. So rotating the right analog stick changes the color entirely. But gradually at the same time. L1 changes the foreground animation highlight to the background animation highlight, to the big and the zoom. Switches. L2 changes it from black to color. Oh wait, the same. Yeah, L1, L2 just swaps. And then interestingly, if I press R3 changes the color schemes. You got your blue, you got your orange, you got your purple, you got your darker blue, you got your green, you got your gray, you got your orange, you got your green, you got your red, you got your purple, you got your blue. And then L3 changes the camo pattern. Blocky, patchy, stripy, naughty, splatty, crunchy, gravelly, naughty, stripy again. Where the hell is the snaky? Where's the leafy? Plane. I didn't know there's a plane. Where's the leaf? I did not know there was a plane. It's the greatest cover of all time. Where's the plane? There's the leaf. There's the rain. Patterns. Is it random, not in sequence? Bigger patch. Where is the plane? The one with the airplanes and the peace signs. Don't tell me it's random. There it is. Oh no, I skipped it. I was smashing. It's the spider. Rain. I hate that it's random. There's a plane. So the cool thing is that you can Oh no! How long is the chat moderation? Is it 10 minutes or 10 days? I had it set to like that because I was playing Death Stranding. Sorry, Ryu. Let me she. Okay, sorry. I had it set to that because I had it. I was playing Death Stranding recently, and I was trying to avoid spoilers for Death Stranding, obviously. Give me a second. Let me fix that. That was my Death Stranding settings. Let me get on that. I want people to not be blocked. How do I? Where's it? Moderation? Where's moderation again? Alerts? No. Content. Settings? Moderation, there it is. Chat. Does it work now? Yo. Welcome in. I love how you can change, and then the left stick changes the direction of the thing. Sorry about that. Just my Death Stranding settings, you know. Basic actions, beginner, walking. Analog stick. Crawling. Crouch standing. First person. You know what I just found out that I didn't know? I'm not sure if this is a thing that they added in the HD version or in the subsistence version, but I didn't know when you're aiming you can just press L3. I think that's how they bypassed the whole pressure sensitivity that the PS2 had, that the PS2 had, that the yeah, lock in by pressing L1. Yeah, it's not not I don't mean like final, I mean like definitive, you know? Because yes, one, it doesn't have Kojima in it, so it's not really, which sucks because like it could have been like a soulless perfect version if it had everything that Subsistence had, which is the monkeys and the extra 2 monkey modes, and then obviously the demo theater or like the bloopers theater, and then obviously the I forgot that Persistence has 2 discs. The Subsistence copy that I had is only 1 disc. It's just the game. I don't have the bonus disc, sadly. I'm just doing all this just for completion's sake. What I didn't realize is that you can L3 now. Possible hang down from players is. Wait, what? Oh, the peak. I forgot that you can peek. You don't really use that as much. Quick change, yes. Zero. Choke. Threaten. I forgot about the L1. Slit throat. The controls are definitely different on this one. Human shield. Throw, hold up. Hold down L. I would forget how to do that. Accurate firing. Jump out, corner shooting. Sidestep. At the same time, the tippy toe. Hanging shot. So cool. Dragging enemies. Heavy enemy weapons. Making noise with circle. I need to remember all this. Using the right stick. Arming enemies. See, this whole thing had a tutorial except the L3. Hold up. Bring your enemies back. Hold them up. That's it. New game. I like MGS first time, MGS 1, MGS 2, MGS 3, so we can get the flag turn. And we're playing very easy today. Very easy for beginners, easy for non-action experts, normal standard difficulty level, hard for confident players, extreme for game experts, European extreme. Game ends when seen by enemy. Very easy.
After the end of World War II,
the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War. Brazilian. So we have a guide over here. If you wanted to follow along, this is the guide. We're gonna use this guide for today. Which is the most complete I can find for the recent version. All the other ones are outdated. We're gonna watch the first cutscene. Oh yeah, pin the guide. Pin the guide.
Flying over
Good
Pakistan,
idea.
altitude 30,000 feet.
approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. On main parachute.
All right, you ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good, we've got high visibility.
It's weird. What do you call that? The captions on this version is so much larger than the original.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask.
Apparently this is very dangerous what he's doing. He's smoking near pure oxygen.
Does this pantywaist know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
So,
Hey, you deaf?
He said put out the cigar.
put on your mask. Unfortunately, the 3D model of the cigar is so funny. The way it's like hexagonal.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
So, oh fuck, low battery already. Switch controllers.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
So I'm gonna be skipping a lot of the
You'll be
cutscenes.
falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move
Because
to the rear.
the goal is to get it under 12 hours.
This is one for the
Because I have to upload this to
World's first
YouTube
Halo jump.
and it's annoying.
10 seconds to drop
have to
off.
upload it to
Stand by.
YouTube,
Status okay.
and
All
YouTube gets
green.
freaky and buggy after 12 hours.
Countdown. 5, 4, 3.
So I am only gonna watch the cutscenes that have the trophies, which is the secret, secret fucking calls, the secret POVs. So this first playthrough would be a lot of all the trophies, skipping cutscenes, skipping phone calls. And in the second playthrough, I'm actually gonna watch the cutscenes. I'm actually gonna listen to the calls. I'm gonna do it properly. I mean,
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission.
what happened to the piss filter? This is the,
Virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends
what do you call
on it.
that?
If it succeeds,
This is the
we'll be
PS5 version,
organized
so it's not.
Virtuous mission. Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
This is the PS5 version, so it's not very.
Right.
What do you call
So
that?
what exactly is this wonderful
It looks worse than the HD,
Well,
apparently, and it runs
about
worse.
2 years ago,
Sadly.
certain Soviet scientists requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development, become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creation.
Creation.
Afraid.
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov.
We should do a stream where we just voice act the whole script, all of us.
It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba.
But we don't do their voices, we just do our own voices. I love this intro. I remember my dad was he looked very interested when this was playing.
Instead, placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba.
He was like, "What are you playing?" He's like,
went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic
and he was
negotiations
completing the
began between
sentences when he was watching it.
Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles
Wait,
from Cuba.
what day is Operation
So the
Snake Eater?
world avoided a nuclear
It's
holocaust.
August 13, right?
But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the U.S. agreed to remove IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter
August 30.
IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov.
They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the
The
hell
hell was he working on?
At
At the time, we had no idea.
We were running out of time. It was It's either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war.
They have the
And we
plants
had no choice.
and the protector.
President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital.
God, the grain is like
Over to
aggressive,
Hades,
isn't
on
it?
the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
There's an appeal to this super blurry ass thing, because
Yes.
this is supposed to play on your
Taken
tiny
back to the
TV,
research facility and forced to continue
not a
working on the
50-inch
weapon question
HD
under
TV.
KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
I'm gonna be talking over the
So
cutscene.
what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Yeah, I know.
Technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been
Yeah, you can even see the
conducting
squares of the grain at
nuclear
this size,
tests in
actually.
Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with
politics.
the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
Facility.
According to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
I love how he goes like this for the X.
Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Can I R1 in this scene? Yo, Fiber, what's up? See, this is...
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west.
The subtitles have this, like, dual effect on them on the beginning of the game.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that
Do you see
weapon is
that?
complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes.
It's like, leave no
Once
traces.
it's complete,
And then he
gunship
just
bomb
tosses
will
his
latch onto
gear
balloon and
on
pull
the
it up.
ground. Doesn't even hide it.
Surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proof.
Do you think Sokolov
So-
is up to it?
What I'm worried about with the
Shock will be
remake is it
less
doesn't have
during a
the...
parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
It doesn't have the bloom, right? See how when he was jumping out of the air, it's like really blinding, like Shadow of the Colossus, Demon
She's
Souls.
equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm
That's-
machine guns.
Both of which are
Hold her own against a battalion
remade
of
by
tanks.
Bluepoint, actually.
Even with the fuel
Shadow of
in
the
reserve tank,
Colossus
we're facing a
and-
4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than
Shadow of the
a few
Colossus and Dark Souls were both
Moment
remade
time
by
for dinner.
Bluepoint, right?
But if anything goes
I love the
wrong,
cut pattern in that
you'll be
parachute.
eating
It's still
dinner,
directional even though it's a
breakfast, and
circle.
all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Paramedics clothes. Imagine they can create a snake eater where every time you play the game you land somewhere else. Ah, the parachute going down slowly.